LEONOR'S CROWED Day, Wedding to Christian declared most regal event 2025. A royal wedding. A day written in destiny. A union expected, yet no one saw this coming. Because this was not just another ceremony. This was the wedding that crowned love itself. The most regal event of 2025. And the bride, none other than Princess Leonor of Spain. But here's the twist. The world thought her duty would come before her heart. Instead, her heart has reshaped duty itself. And now, with Prince Christian of Denmark by her side, the future of Europe's monarchies will never be the same. This is Leonor's crowned day. From the moment the announcement shook the globe, the anticipation was electric. Would the daughter of Spain's King Felipe and Queen Letizia truly unite with Denmark's heir? Could two dynasties, two nations, two histories merge in one marriage? And then came the answer, delivered not in politics, not in treaties, but in vows of love. The morning of the wedding began with silence in Madrid, the city where Leonor was born, raised, and prepared for duty. Crowds gathered in the plazas, waving flags of red and yellow, their voices carrying songs of pride. Yet across the north, in Copenhagen, bells rang in unison, echoing across Denmark's skies, celebrating their own crown prince's union. Two nations, two traditions, but one love. Leonor stepped into the spotlight draped in an ensemble that stunned the world. Her gown, a masterpiece of Spanish craftsmanship, embroidered with threads of gold that shimmered like the Iberian sun. And yet, at its heart, a Danish touch, lace gifted from Christian's grandmother, tying the north to the south, weaving history into fabric. Christian himself, the picture of royal dignity, wore a uniform that spoke volumes. Denmark's heritage upon his shoulders, yet adorned with a Spanish sash, symbolizing unity. Side by side, they were not just bride and groom. They were the embodiment of a new royal chapter. But weddings are never only about clothes. They are about messages, subtle, powerful, undeniable. And this wedding declared one truth above all: love is stronger than borders, crowns, and centuries of tradition. The ceremony itself was breathtaking. Inside a cathedral glowing with candlelight, every word echoed like a promise to the world. Dignitaries from across Europe filled the pews. From London's royals to Sweden's monarchy, from the Netherlands to Norway, they all came. Each one aware they were not just witnessing a wedding, but history. When Leonor walked down the aisle, escorted by her father, King Felipe, silence fell. Every eye turned to her, not only as Spain's heir, but as a woman choosing love. Felipe's face told a story of pride mixed with emotion. His daughter, once the little girl clinging to his hand at national parades, was stepping into her destiny, not as a queen bound to a throne, but as a queen bound to a love that would redefine her crown. Christian waited, his gaze locked on Leonor, unwavering, steady. For him, this was not simply the fulfillment of royal duty. It was the fulfillment of a promise he had made in private, away from the cameras, away from the palaces, to love her not as a princess, but as Leonor. The vows were exchanged, ancient words spoken in new voices. For love, for loyalty, for life. The rings, simple yet symbolic, carried not jewels of excess, but a blend of Spanish gold and Danish silver, a fusion of kingdoms, forged into eternal circles. And then, the moment the world held its breath for, the kiss. Not staged, not rehearsed, but real. A kiss that drew thunderous applause inside the cathedral and roars from crowds gathered outside. Across Spain and Denmark, screens lit up with images that will endure for generations. But what happened after the ceremony is where the story deepened. At the reception, held in a grand hall adorned with Spanish roses and Danish tulips, the families came together in a rare moment of unity. Queen Letizia, elegant and radiant, gave a speech filled with emotion, reminding all that her daughter's love had been a journey of courage. Crown Prince Frederick of Denmark rose after, his voice steady, declaring that Christian and Leonor's bond was not just personal, it was the future of Europe's royal alliances. Then came the ancestral gifts. From Spain, Leonor was entrusted with a jeweled tiara once worn by Queen Isabella II, symbolizing continuity of her nation's monarchy. From Denmark, Christian's family bestowed upon her an heirloom necklace, passed down for centuries, a silent promise that she was now one of them. Each gift was not just jewelry, it was legacy made tangible. And yet, even amidst the regal splendor, it was the little moments that stole hearts. Leonor and Christian laughing together as they cut their cake. Christian reaching to fix a loose strand of Leonor's hair, unbothered by the cameras. Leonor leaning in to whisper something that made him smile, a private world in the midst of public grandeur. These are the moments that made the world believe this love story is more than royal protocol. It is human, it is real, but make no mistake, this wedding carries consequences. For Spain, it signals a future where their queen will one day share her heart with another throne. For Denmark, it promises a consort who carries not only grace, but the weight of another nation's heritage. For Europe, it is a sign that monarchy itself is evolving, adapting, surviving through love. Still, questions remain. Where will Leonor and Christian reside? Will Leonor continue to prepare for Spain's throne, or will love take her to Denmark permanently? Can two heirs balance two crowns, two nations, two legacies? These unanswered questions keep the story alive. Because what makes Leonor and Christian's wedding the most regal event of 2025 is not just its beauty, it is its mystery, its power to make us wonder what comes next. As the night ended, Leonor and Christian stepped onto a balcony, waving to the crowds. Fireworks painted the sky above them in red and gold, blue and white, the colors of Spain and Denmark merging into brilliance. Beneath the spectacle, their clasped hands told a quieter story. A story of two people who chose love, and in doing so, may have reshaped history itself. Leonor's crowned day will be remembered not only for its elegance, but for its meaning. It was not the coronation of a queen, but the coronation of love as the true force that binds kingdoms together. And perhaps, in the centuries to come, historians will look back at this moment, at this wedding, and say, here's where duty bowed to love, and love rose higher than crowns. This was not just a wedding. It was the most regal event of 2025. And it will echo